Can you actually tell us about the 26th annual Better Contractors Bureau Home Fair Expo, please?
Well, this should be one of the best ever because it's one of the first times in many years that we've actually have 300 exhibitors and have it sold out. From 2 months it's been sold out, and we have about 15 people on a waiting list. So I'm thinking that the economy, even though it's been so bad, is starting to go the other way.
Good.
It's a show that is going to have our theme is everything for in and around the house, and it surely is going to have it. This year it's sponsored by Family First Federal Credit Union, and we also have our charity every year, and this year happens to be Cystic Fibrosis, who will be doing a big silent auction. We've had many of our exhibitors donate prizes for the auction. One of them is a big screen television that they can win, and another one is a first time one of those fancy clawfoot bathtubs. It's over $3,000 that one of the exhibitors gave away.
Wow.
Direct Buy actually is doing that.
That's beautiful. So people can actually do the silent auction with that, and they could possibly win some great gifts, but also they're giving back to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation in doing so.
Exactly. We also have missing and exploited children. We'll be doing fingerprinting and ID cards for the kids. We have the Raiderettes are going to be there taking pictures, and donation will go to Cystic Fibrosis if you want to take your picture with them. We have one of a big celebrity coming in. His name is Jim Parks. He's the host of HGTV's New Spaces. And we have our own local celebrity, which is the Fixie Chick.
I was wondering when you were going to mention that.
Nice. Brenna Hartman, huh?
Right, yeah. So quite a few seminars. Actually, Green Living is a big thing that's coming up. But we have the Attorney General doing his usual standing room only crowd of people complaining to him.
People complaining. But he gives out some great tips as well on protecting yourself from scams, which we've been talking about quite a bit this morning on Property Source Radio with the Fixie Chick. And I will be at the BCB Home Fair Expo next Saturday, right after the show. We're going to head over there, and we have a booth, Property Source newspaper, Property Source Radio, so you can come out and visit us there as well. I've met Jim Parks before.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's a great guy. We went to dinner actually last time he was in town, so I'm looking forward to seeing him again. And he has some interesting things that he talks about. One is Green Living 101, which I'll be there for that because I love the green living. But he's also going to be talking about updating kitchens and bathrooms, which is exciting because a lot of people are looking to do that in the home cost effectively right now.
Yes, and we find that even though home building is way down, remodeling is starting to pick up only because people, if they're not buying a home, have to update their own homes.
Sure, absolutely. It just makes sense. It makes sense to be, updating the homes that we already have as opposed to building new ones, right?
Right. And my only problem this year is I'm missing my right arm, which happened to be my wife who runs the whole show practically.
We do have to say hi to Roz this morning and wish her well. Unfortunately, Carm's wife, Roz, had an accident earlier this week and is recovering from a pretty extensive surgery. So we do wish you well if you're listening, Roz. And maybe, all of us are going to have to pull together at the show next weekend and see what we can do to give you a hand. And nobody can take Roz's place, but if we can help out in any way, we hope you'll let us know.
I've been thinking to let her use my scooter.
Yeah, that might make sense, Carmen. I think you should maybe get 2 scooters this year, and one for me too.
Yeah.
How about that? So let's talk a little bit about some more of these seminars that are going to be at the 26th annual BCB Home Fair Expo, which in my mind officially kicks off the home improvement season here in Rochester. The Home Fair Expo is going to be taking place Friday, February 26th. It starts at 3 p.m. and it goes right through Sunday, February 28th until 5 p.m. You can get much more information on the show times, admission, and things like that at the-bcb.net, or pick up the Eastside edition of Property Source newspaper, and there's a $1 off coupon in there as well. Now, what kind of home improvement advice are people going to be able to get at the show? Because you have seminars going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Well, we tell people if they're interested in anything at all, including a big addition or something like a kitchen, to bring their plans with them, because it's a good way of getting free advice rather than hiring a contractor to draw plans and stuff like that. But if they bring their set of blueprints with them, any one of these contractors are capable of giving them an idea of what something would look like or what it would cost. And we've had contractors actually go right on estimates right after the show to some of these people. But between that and the Attorney General and giving a seminar on how to choose a contractor and different things like that, it's one of the best seminars you could attend. We also have some brand new products, and one of them actually is a fire alarm system with a hose, just like a hose, commercial hose, that mounts in a cabinet, and it would be placed in your home. And then if the fire went off, you got a 50-foot hose that you just open a medicine cabinet, looking the device, and you got an actual hose. And it's not like a garden hose because this thing really shoots water out.
Oh.
But it's something new to look at.
That's pretty impressive.
I could see Pat having some fun with that in the kitchen.
Right. It's got all kinds of safeguards so the kids can't do anything with it.
Oh, good. Oh, thank God.
Well, I was going to ask you what's new this year at the show. I did want to interject, too, that when you were talking about being able to actually bring your plans or ideas, or last week we met with someone that was an interior decorator here on the show, and she was talking about like storyboards and putting all of your ideas together on a piece of foam board or something of the like. But when they come to the BCB Home Fair Expo with that information, and they have over 300 contractors and exhibitors to talk to, they're all members of the BCB, correct?
Yes, you must be a member to be in the show. It's the only way we can control what might happen after the show, because we get a lot of, there's people from Syracuse, Buffalo, Geneva coming to the show, and we're still, in a way, we want them to be a member because there's certain criteria that we want them to do. And after the show ends, if we get a complaint on one of our exhibitors, we want to be able to follow up on it.
Mm. Oh, that makes sense.
It certainly does. And not only that, but I love the idea of already knowing, if I'm bringing my plans in there, that I'm going to be talking to a reputable contractor who's insured and knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously has been in business more than 15 minutes, right, in order to be a member of the BCB.
Yeah, one of the main criteria for membership is a one year member, 1 year in business, and your insurance and proper contracts. 1 year might not seem like a lot, but another one is that you must have 5 years in the business as a actual contractor. So the 1 year is your business, and the 5 years is being a contractor.
So when I lose my job on the radio show and decide I want to become a paving contractor next Sunday, no BCB membership for me?
No, it's unfortunate because of all of the layoffs and unemployment. You know what's going on, and
right.
Some person retires from one of the factories, and he built his own deck, and a customer, his neighbors tell him, "Boy, you should go in business. You're terrific." Well, he'd have to wait a year.
There's a lot more to it than that, than just knowing what you're doing anyway.
We can be unscrupulous, though, Brenna. You and I. I'll drive the truck, right?
You are already unscrupulous.
Oh, yeah, that's true.